Would like to ask about that woman that is no longer here. Maybe she'll come back tomorrow. But I will ask her Plaisance.
Hello again,
Just
esteemed
remembered.
officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I get Annette's a trooper. She looks like she can take it, but is actually wearing her down. You know, she's been biting her nails.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologise. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne? What's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Super silent, almost inaudibly so.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy, helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Plaisance nods.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
Alright.
The woman looks aloof.
Annette, we brought you out of the cold here.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Well, I can try. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other.
Double
She's
six.
been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on. So you know me? We've met before?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week, sir. Sometimes without your shirt on, asking people questions. I haven't really understood what about.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant.
Yes.
You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So, why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? Well, I mean, I suppose, why would you know you've forgotten?
I didn't know I had to do that.
She looks puzzled. Yes, fair point. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
She smiles a wide, helpful smile. What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
Always marry someone rich, I suppose.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you.
Oh,
Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
she gives you a hat, almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. A detective hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Have fun with math. Anything else in here that I could maybe take with me?
Shelves
This,
filled to
no. What about this? Anything to steal here?
shelves full of biographies of famous people.
Anything? Any new maps to steal?
Several the maps look old and faded.
Probably not. I think I've gone through everything here. Let me actually go through this to get to the cube. Sort of all of the tasks I have to do are mixing up in my head. I need to get the cube out of the thing, and then I need to do something with the fridge. This way, I suppose. Yeah, the cube's in there. Ugh, the mannequins are always horrible. Oh. Where are the clothes it used to display? What are you talking about, Harry?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Remove the production schedule.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Was that what I was supposed to do? I don't really know. Get the ice cream maker open. We do have that new... Yes, the croissant. Take that... Oh, that looks interesting. Was I supposed to take that out of there? Or was I not? I don't remember.
Tiles
Actually,
on the cube like a smooth
insert
draw.
it, press
the
play.
speaker comes to
Good evening, sir. Please repeat.
Yes.
Is this the production schedule?
Yes, let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife Death.
Good.
Tuh.
I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
And that is why I don't use the same password for everything.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Certainly looks like it.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Press print.
With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Read about capital. I want to know about money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Gosh, where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Egonian investor.
Read about the workforce. Who worked there? How long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Wait, why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists?
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Skim through the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
With the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have bridged the gap.
No, you couldn't have.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Oh. I failed.
Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is some insane shit. Who are these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations could you make out of that?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? Oh, yes, that bad. I did imagine I did know the number would be quite high. I did not expect it to be printed like this. I was expecting something like 10 times 10 to the power of 79 or whatever it would be. Oh, it's continuing. I see. Well, forget about 79, more like 2,000? Keep going. Yep. Yep, go on. Even stopped here. Yes.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
Keep going. I want to get to the end of it. Yes, continue.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you. Everything's fine. Oh, now we're getting to the
That's
zeros. Okay. So that's what did them in.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
This must be the anomaly Zona mentioned in the church log.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
Isn't there a copy of the game? A backup? Oh, that's what we were looking for. I remember.
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Luukkonen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch.
Makes sense.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
That's not what her colleagues thought.
Is there anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the end.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it.
I guess you got these from Slipstream, am I right?
Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
That's only 800 meters away? I would have for sure thought that's at least a couple of kilometers. Tear off the print out and throw it away.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Yes, I don't want to hear that anymore. Alright, off we go into the bottom floor, to the cellar. To the ice bear fridge. Well, less so to the ice bear fridge, that one's not too important. Important is the other thing. This one.
This orange machine is dead still. It has
Even
a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
What? Oops. What's our physical instrument? Do we have anything here that would make us stronger, perhaps? That one, the white tank top. Well, of course that would make us more physical. Yep. Anything else? Yep. -2 physical instrument. No. What we can try is do
This
it now.
orange machine is dead still.
And then
it
get
has
one more
a
point in it.
hand-cranked ice cream churner and
Right.
an electric. Ice
Yep.
squeaks beneath your Kavalzund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
We're bulking up. Physical instrument, let's go. Have another try.
This orange machine is dead still.
What do you
Ice
do?
groans
Yes.
and howls under the strain of your giant Kavalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Take it.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Luukkonen Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Am I curious? I'm slightly curious. Off we go. We could totally mess it up. We'll see. I definitely want to know what's on it, yes. Put it in there.
Tiles on the cube. The
Remove that
filament
one.
slides out
Insert
like a
the other one.
smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
I'm sure she must be tired of us calling all the time at this point.
Please repeat. Is this the offside copy?
I might have a password for the offside copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife Death.
No, that's not it.
Maybe
Oh.
it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After Death, Life Again.
Good. I've unlocked the offside copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Who needs password security?
Fortress Accident.
Yes, that's all.
You.
Thank you.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still. It sounds
brilliant.
like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this.
Read the printout anyway.
The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
Examined it. Oh, it cannot be retried. What happened? It's just covered in ink.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
Examine the printout again.
A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again. This must be the information Sorna is looking for. She knows how to make sense of it.
Alright, tear it off.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
We'll
The
remove
filament
it anyway.
slides out.
We'll take it with us. For sure. Now let's head back. Which way was back? Here? This was not back, but since we're already here, we might as well talk to the dice maker again.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Sure. I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course.
It's not too
Tell me
expensive.
what you have in mind.
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as my life?
All right. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Sure. The deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then.
Alright. We'll pick up a dice. Or a die. Oh, it was this way around. That's why I couldn't find my way out. Just went the wrong way. And out the door. So many different tasks. What's next on the list? I'll probably have a look through the list again. I do remember it said something about Garter, but I don't remember what it was. We might have to speak to him. And it's getting late. Maybe? Oh, well, let's have a look at the list first. Take stuffed bird to Garter, yep, that was what it was. Anything else? Nice to see what you've done with all the core. Okay, maybe not. We'll not do that today. Can't really do that well. Back in the day, not today. Ask Kuno. Okay. Prove your authority. Yep. Slightly far in the future. Joyce. Who is Joyce? just have to present her with your badge. Yeah, we have our badge now. Find a way into the secret passage. Who's Joyce? Go into the Whirling in Rags for now. Was Joyce? Was Joyce the first person we ever spoke? Like, the woman next to us, maybe? Or are you Joyce?
I've got nothing to
No,
say to
you're
you.
Elizabeth. I don't really want to speak to you anyway. Actually, let me have a quick look. Is this a white check? It is a white check. We might as well try it. Equip as much authority as we possibly can. Currently -1, that is not ideal. Oh, we actually... well, we have to go up there. I quite like the system, actually. With very different clothes that you can all just try and sort of mix and match. Kingdom of Conscience. And see and equip whichever one fits you best at the moment. Though it does not seem like we've got anything with authority. That is quite unfortunate. That probably... fine. What doesn't have authority? The flip-up glasses. Okay. We'll take the neat office shades then, I guess. Let's talk to him.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Ah, I can try. Establish authority.
As you look around this room
Well,
full
fine.
of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct
Oh.
41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
The lieutenant takes out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the
Ah.
Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
But that's not Joyston.
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Glacia?
Yeah. Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from
Oh.
yours.
Miss Orandia Disco Dancer.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Yes, cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
I need some mental health back.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms. She must be quite rich if she's been in this extortionately priced outlet of the Whirling Rats for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant, or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
I think I think I know her.
You don't know her.
Alright, I don't.
Good boy.
Thank you, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
Now that I think about it, that wasn't a very smart thing of me to do. Like, sure, I didn't give them the name specifically, but how many moral intern or high government officials would there be in this town? 0, usually. So if there was one, then you don't really need to give people the name of them. It would be obvious.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said he saw 2 people of the area of Pajite descent in one mesk.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Well, it should have been.
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook. I like to imagine him just writing, Shanky is lying. Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
Yes, you're doing great, Glenn.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Did we miss something out
Again.
about the hanging? No, we didn't.
About fucking.
Alright. Going to take off now. See you later, Titus. Kim. What did you write in your notes?
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
The sort of quivering jello thing with the eye?
Yes.
'Tis art.
An art thing you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
And I didn't know.
This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me is unprofessional.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic.
Yeah.
With that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
No. I can't risk another copper diversion at this point. Go away.
Bravo. Continue, then, the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? take no responsibility.
That's exactly what I'll do.
This was a good call. That guy probably thinks forensics is autism too.
Alright, do I have anything new to say to you?
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
About this hat I'm wearing.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
I wasn't really planning on giving it back anyway. Thanks. It's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
I will.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye-bye. Guards. Wait, oh, there he is. He looks different in the light.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
I wanted to tell you about the progress of the traps, though. Lena,